when she came in and she did the V again, I was at 9 centimeters, and she told me like, oh, you're still at 9 centimeters, so you still have to wait until you get to 7 centimeters. And I was like, no, I cannot wait anymore, please, I just want to give birth. And hello beautiful people, welcome back to another video. So most guys asked me about the labor and delivery vlog, and I never did the labor and delivery vlog. The reason being, first of all, I never carried my smartphone, being that I was going to a public hospital for delivery. I knew like there'll be a lot of people in the room, and like I won't be able to like create a video to look awkward. And also like I felt like just for safety's sake I should not carry my smartphone. And yeah, I carried a kabambe, and so I never created any vlog, though the story is still fresh in my mind, so I can still get to tell you my labor and delivery story. So I got to 41 weeks. It was somewhere in 10th or 11th of December. I got 41 weeks, and being rhesus negative, I was told you are supposed to deliver at 39 weeks if you're rhesus negative. And I was like, being 41 weeks now, I really have to go in for induction. So I went in for induction on 11th. It was on 11th of December. I went in for induction, and so I remember it was on a Sunday. Yes, it was on a Sunday. I went in to Kenyatta hospital. First of all, I was to deliver at the Roy Family Hospital, but I changed my mind. So for the Roy Family Hospital, the requirements were I was supposed to pay admission fee. It was 7,300, yeah, admission fee. Then for them, NHIF, you're supposed to pay, I think they're saying 3 months ahead. So I don't know why you're supposed to be paying 3 months ahead for them. So they were saying you're supposed to pay NHIF 3 months ahead, and that means you're supposed to pay it twice, because if I pay it 2 months ahead and they still be cut from my salary, then there's no need. And then any other test and any other thing that will be done, you're supposed to pay for it like by cash. NHIF does not cover for any other tests and any other like drugs that will be given. And then something else is that everyone was discouraging me from going to a private hospital. They're saying, oh, private hospitals are really into making money, they'll take you in for a cesarean section for no reason. So yeah, I really got convinced not to go to a private hospital. I'm not saying that for them they do that, but for most private hospitals, that is something that is known. Most private hospitals, they'll take you for a cesarean section for no reason. But then for them, the reason that's why I chose them is that the services were good. I saw like so many people recommending it. Like when you say on the comment section, like there were no negatives. So I was like, if I was going to a private hospital, that is where I would have gone to. But then everyone like convinced me into going to a public hospital, and I thought of going to Kenyatta Hospital. Nowadays, Kenyatta Hospital has really kind of changed. Like before, when you usually see it in the news, like people are sleeping, I don't know, 3 people in one bed, it is overcrowded, I don't know what. Like nowadays, that has really changed. And Kenyatta Hospital nowadays, there are not so many patients, like everyone just has to use their own bed. And then even the patient care, like for me when I got there, it was 1 patient to 1 nurse. Like it was amazing. 1 patient to 1 nurse, that is amazing for that place. And like things have really changed, and they're treating people so well, like it is amazing. So yeah, on that 11th of December, we went in at somewhere, it was somewhere lunchtime-ish. It was somewhere 1 p.m, somewhere 12. So when we got there, the requirement is that you're supposed to pay 1,900 as an admission fee. So that is what we did first, and you have to pay that money before they do any other thing to you. Like you have to first pay. So we paid that 1,900 shillings, and then we went in for the other checkup. So the first thing after paying, we went back to the labor room, and then they like did, because for me I wasn't in labor, because they came in walking. Even we used the matatu and they came in walking. So I paid. They did not do any vaginal examination. They just did the random checks like blood pressure and temperature. Yeah, you know. After that, we went into the first stage room. So during the first stage, you are given. I was given a certain nurse. Like the nurse was like taking care of 2 of us. Like it was 2 to 1. Like I saw the biggest number of patients those people were caring for was like the ratio of 2 to 1, 2 patients to 1 nurse. That is the biggest number I saw, and that is just really amazing. And then when I got there, I had my own room because it was on a weekend, because it was on a Sunday, and then that Monday was a holiday, the 12th, I think, was it Jamhuri or something. The next day was a holiday, so there were not so many people in the hospital, so I had my own room until I just started regretting why I did not carry my phone, because I had my own room. You know, my thinking was that it will be a big hall and everyone is there and we are so many people and you cannot be able to like record any video. But when I found myself in my own room, I was like, oh my god, Aisha could have carried my phone. Yeah, so I had my own room during the first stage. So it was somewhere at 1 p.m. yeah. When it got to 4 p.m, that is when the doctor came in first, and then he checked on me and asked me all those questions, especially being that I'm rhesus negative. Yeah, so he was asking me like, why are you not given an injection at 28 weeks? And I really felt so bad that I did not take that injection at 28 weeks, because when I went to RFH when I was 28 weeks and I told that doctor that I wanted to get an anti-D injection, he told me that there's no need to get it at 28 weeks during the first pregnancy, because you are not sensitized yet, so just get it after delivery. Then during the second pregnancy, that is when you start getting it at 28 weeks and after delivery. So I got convinced and I was like, okay, then I'll just get it after delivery. So I did not get it at 28 weeks, and the doctor at Kenyatta Hospital was like, you're supposed to be getting it even if it's the first pregnancy, just to be safe. But it was like, there's no problem, we'll just do tests after delivery to see the baby is okay. And I was like, okay. So at around 4 p.m, that is when I was induced. So the doctor came in, and at that time he did a vaginal examination. I'm telling you, there's nothing as painful as those vaginal examinations. Like, hizo vidole ni uchungu. I'm telling you, they're so painful. Hey, let me just not start explaining. They're so painful. He did a vaginal examination, then he inserted I think it's only sore or something, and then it was like, if you are not in labor within the next like 6 hours, we'll have to induce you again. So I was induced and I took supper somewhere at 6. And yeah, don't forget to carry a plate, your cup, and your basin and slippers when going to a public hospital, because those are not provided. Like, we had to go and rush to buy them again. I think we were so ready to go to a private hospital that we never even thought about carrying this stuff, so we had to go and buy them. So I took supper somewhere at 6, and then somewhere at 9 p.m, they came in for a ward round, and the doctor checked again, everything was okay. And then somewhere at 10, I was still like not in labor. Somewhere 10, that was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, somewhere 6 hours. I was still not in labor, and the doctor came in and said, let's give it 2 more hours. At 11, I started feeling pain around my waist, like as if someone is using a power saw to cut my waist. Like, I felt like my body is going to divide into 2. Like, it was so painful. And they usually say that for girls, the pain is usually below, like in the lower abdomen, and then for boys usually around the waist. I don't know how true that is, but for me, like, yes, the pain was around the waist. It was so painful. That is somewhere at 11. So the nurse came in. So the nurse came in and did a vaginal examination. I was at 5 centimeters, and she told me, you're still at 5 centimeters, but I'm going to take you to the labor room. So we went to the labor room, and I was at 5 centimeters. So when I got there, the pain increased. Like, now it was so painful. Like, I could not even sit down. Now just walking. But during the first few hours, when I was induced, when it was still like somewhere in the evening, 6 p.m, 7 p.m, I was telling another lady we were with in that room, I was telling her, because when it got to like 6 p.m, they brought someone to that room, because the other rooms, like, they wanted other patients to be alone or something. Some of them had other conditions, so I had to share my room with someone, so we were 2 of us. So it got to 6 p.m, I was telling that lady that mi hata hii shindano hata inifiki, mi sisikie anything, mi niko sawa, mi niko strong. I'm telling you, when it got to 11, 12 noon, that is when 12 midnight, that is when I started feeling the real pain. Like, I could not talk. She told me, wewe ongea tu sahi, yete uchungu itakushika au utaongea. I'm telling you, at that time I could not even talk. Like, I lost words. I was just walking. I was like, I could not even, I did not want anyone to talk to me. I don't want anyone to touch me. Like, I was just breathing in, breathing out. The only thing I was avoiding is to shout. Like, actually, I used to, when I was working in the labor ward, I used to hate it when someone screams. Like, you know, I understand, like, it's painful, yeah, but there's a way you can just try not to scream in such a way that you're just avoiding everyone's peace. I remember there's this lady, one time when I was in the labor room, she used to scream until all the babies just have to wake up. Everyone is crying, babies are crying, and like that is the thing I was avoiding, like go crazy in the place. So yes, I was feeling the pain, but I was just biting on my lips and hitting the bed, and was like, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. At 12 p.m. the lady came in again, the nurse came in, and when she checked, I was at 8 centimeters, and she was like, oh, you're almost there, just keep on going, just keep on going. So when I got to 8 now, it was crazy. The pain was crazy. Like, so what I was doing, I was just doing squats. So anytime I go, like, you know, for the squats you go up and down. Anytime I go down, I used to pee and poop, because I think I wanted to, I lost my bladder control. I lost my, like, every time I used to go down, I used to poop and I used to urinate on the place. And I was so ashamed that I used to take a tissue paper and wipe the place, because like I don't want to feel it. And then you can just imagine the smell or something. Like, imagine I was in labor and I still had to wipe that place. Like, oh my god, I'm surely so crazy. So when it got to 1 p.m, I was like, oh my god, you have to test me again. I think I'm about to give birth. You have to test me again. So when she came in and she did the V again, I was at 9 centimeters, and she told me like, oh, you're still at 9 centimeters, so you still have to wait until you get to 7 centimeters. And I was like, no, I cannot wait anymore, please, I just want to give birth. And so she had to like place pitocin, like ile anasemanga maji ya uchungu, hiyo maji ya uchungu. Yeah, she had to place the pitocin. And so when the water just starts like coming in and the pitocin just started taking action, now that is when I felt the double strength. Now I was going crazy. Now that is the time, first time I made, like, I started like literally crying. But for me, I remember the voice that I was making was something like like that is like, I was really trying not to make noise. I don't know why I was so conscious about like shouting. So I was just doing like that until somewhere like almost 2. I told her like, I cannot take this anymore. I think I'm at 10 and I'm not taking this. So somewhere to 30, when she did the test, she told me, now you're 10 centimeters, now you're about to deliver, so we can panda jactana to. So when I went on top of the bed, I tried pushing. When I started giving it the first try, the baby is not coming out, and I was just going. I was so impatient. Now I was getting impatient. I was like, me. So because I was like, if this position is not working for me, can I try other position? And the good thing is that the nurses who are there, like they are in for any change, because I remember some other nurses, they usually tell you like, you have to lie on your back, but it's not a must for you to give birth lying on your back. You can give birth on all fours. All fours is the one that you're on your knees and your hands like this, like doggy. Yeah, you give birth like that, or you can do it side lying. So I tried all those. She was telling me you can do any that you like. You can stay in any position that you like as long as you're pushing. So when I could not deliver on my back, I tried the all fours. I tried pushing, the baby's not coming out. I tried side lying, so I was lying on my side, and then like I raised my leg on the wall like this. The baby's not coming out. I told her I'm going to squat. I tried squatting. I gave it the first try, the baby's not coming out. The second try, the baby's not coming out. But I think that squatting helped me, because on the 4th try, I feel like the baby's coming out, and I just went on the bed and lied on my back. So when I was laying on my back, I gave it the first push, second push, the third one, the baby just came out, like literally, and I was just so scared, and the baby cried and was like, oh my god, is that my baby? And it felt so amazing just feeling the baby cry. The baby was placed on my chest, and I just felt so amazing. Something that helped me is the nurse was so encouraging. I'm telling you, when you find a nurse that is so encouraging, your labor process becomes so easy. Because I remember she was telling me, oh, you can do this, you're doing well, good job, Loise, you can do this, keep on pushing, She was really encouraging, and that really helped me a lot. And something that I was scared of is having a tear or an episiotomy being done. Kukata huko chini, like I was really scared of that. I never had any tear, and so no, like sikushonwa anywhere, and that was just so amazing. I think the exercises and the KGL exercises really helped me out so that I don't have the tears. Yes, I never had any tear, and I was really grateful. And I'm grateful to that nurse and any other nurse that is doing their work so well, because yeah, I really had yes, labor is not easy, but I can say it became easier for me being that I had someone who was encouraging me, yeah, it became easy. So if you encourage someone and you make them like feel like the labor is something that is normal, because laboring is normal, giving birth is normal, something that should be like as if you are ill or it is a disease or something. Yeah, it is so normal. It became so normal. It was so nice. After I delivered, I went and like did a little bit of washing, and when I came back, like she had already dressed the baby, and now I had to breastfeed. So the breast milk should don't come out that fast, so I was trying to breastfeed. The baby was not even like, I never had any milk because I have not eaten ever since, I don't know, yesterday. So that when they changed their shifts, I found a male nurse. I don't know what is usually wrong with the male nurses. Male nurses, most of them, not in a bad way, most of the male nurses usually just confused. So that male nurse came in. He was taking on the next shift, and when he came in, he was just like, "Wait, mama, mbona unanyeshi mtoto? Mbona unanyeshi mtoto?" I was like, "Sijakula anything. Mimi sina maziwa." And he's just shouting, and I'm like, "You're even stressing me out. You're even the one who is making my breast milk not to come out. You're stressing me out." I actually don't understand how someone can not understand that the milk, like breast milk, doesn't come out immediately. You have to give it time. You have to like relax. You have to like eat something. It is something that, so that at least it can, and he had to place me to, like, he left me in that labor room for me to stay there for the next, I don't know, 4 hours, saying that, wow, NBU. I'm like, I'm not going to any NBU because I haven't breastfed and I've just given birth, I don't know, 2 hours or 3 hours ago. Give me time, I'm going to breastfeed. So he left me there. I saw other women were screaming, in that labor room, other women were screaming, and so they're even scaring my baby, they're scaring me mentally. Until another female nurse came in and she was like, "Simpeleke mama ende nini apumzike huko, like postnatal." So when I went to the postnatal room, that is when at least I rested. I took like, I don't know, 3 cups of tea, and that is when like the breast milk came out so well. Yeah. Apart from that, and then being given the anti-D injection, when we, like, for us, they usually don't give it in most of the hospitals, like they don't have it, that is, so you have to buy it from somewhere else. So you have to buy it from the CBD. So my husband went there and he bought it at Mumbi House. I think Mumbi House is opposite Archives. There's another road there, the road that usually has matatus for going to, I don't know, Nyeri, Meru. So he bought it at Mumbi House. It was 4,000 Kenyan shillings. Yeah, he bought it there, and then I was given immediately they brought it. I was given the injection, and then the same, because it was already Monday, it was already like somewhere at 11. Oh, it was 12:30. My mom, my boyfriend and his friends came in, and they came to visit me, and they brought food, they brought drinks. Yeah, so that is how it went, and it was a really amazing experience, especially breastfeeding. Like, I really felt it, like it was so amazing just having that baby breastfeed, and for him to feel like they're depending on you, like that feels amazing. So we stayed there for 2 days, but we had to stay for an extra day because of billing. So when it comes to billing, for us, like, the entire thing was 26,000, and the NHIF covered the entire 26,000. The only thing we paid was 1,900 for admission and 80 bob for painkillers. Yeah, for it was paracetamol and diclofenac. Yes. So the next day was like, you were supposed to do billing, and for billing, like for the NHIF, there are so many people because the billing room is, I think it caters for everyone in the hospital. So there are so many people. So when like they came in to like pay, to like do the billing stuff, like they came in, I don't know, at somewhere at 3, and so they could not do it because the queue was so long, and so we had to do it the next day. So I had to stay there for 3 days. So the next day I had to wake up at 6 a.m. then go and take a ticket earlier on, so that when they come in, I've already taken a ticket. This is a trick that I use. So take your ticket earlier on, so that when your family members come in, just like, because when I went, I took the ticket and I was already number 30. When he came in, he found that the people he came in with were taking the ticket, and the ticket number was already somewhere 100 and something, and so he was like, and we had to complete it earlier, and by somewhere 10-11 we went home. And that was just it. So it was amazing. So yeah, that was my labor story, and thank you for watching this video, and see you on my next one. Bye bye.